Hey guys, so yeah, even though there is a, you know, everybody goes on about SEAL, SWAT and self-defense, there is a difference between what SEALs and SWAT do, even though they do know, they're obviously trained to know how to fight combat. There is a difference, between what they do, obviously. In most situations, special forces, etc., in most cases, not all, but these SWAT SEALs, they're trained, they have equipment, they've usually, strategically and technically, have, usually they know what to expect. They've, have contingency plans in place, etc., etc. As it says here, what does a heavily armed operator with a mission objective equipped with intelligence, superior numbers, having to do with being stalked when you're alone walking to your car in an empty lot? Absolutely nothing. Yet every expert, myself included, love to crow about teaching SEAL Team 12 or super secret death squads. That those who don't know the truth are impressed, but the fact is, the tactical training the police and military receive has nothing to do with your personal self-defense. Yeah, guys, before I carry on, if you can, remember to hit the subscribe button. I need to get to 1,000, subscriptions. YouTube, changed the parameters a while back. So, yeah, I'd appreciate it if you sub. I've also got, you can contribute, I've got various, what do you call them, cryptocurrencies that you can donate, or you can, set up a regular one payment in my donation in my Patreon. But I know times can be hard, and I appreciate it. Just a subscription. Well, I won't say just a subscription but I'll be putting out more material like this, and I do a variety of stuff. People say should focus on this and that, but this is me. I like to jump around a bit, and it's just me. I like, I'm interested in a variety of things. So anyway, back to this. Tactical training the police has nothing to do. So like I say, I'll leave a link to this article. I know what you're thinking. Rogue, Globe, lone wolf cop, Jason Bourne type on the mean streets behind enemy lines, pissing in the face of danger, single-handedly taking apart a biker gang or a tourist cell by himself. I like the movies too, but, excuse me, officers and soldiers put their lives on the line every day, but they're not going to be stupid about it. They plan for contingencies. Like I said, as a soldier, you deploy on a mission and you're expecting conflict. See, there's the difference. Whereas if you're on the street, it's your personal survival, your personal self-defense. You're not really expecting it, although a big part of self-defense is always being your awareness. Don't be chicken on your phone, staring down into your phone when you're walking along, and just try to stay in the moment and keep an eye on things, what's going on. That's a big part of self-defense. So anyway, now like I said, they don't have an official hand-to-hand system, but that does not mean they know how to fight. These guys are such badasses with such a strong will to survive, compete and will, that they will do whatever it takes as fast as possible, which is the real secret to self-defense. Whatever it takes as fast as possible. And that's why this self-defense system works, because and a lot of martial arts that actually train you to wait, or train you to, you only react after they react. But in the self-defense training system, you you set up, Damien shows you in the first DVD, I think it is, you know, how to keep them at bay. And basically, if they come in, the long and short of it, there's a few other things to it, but the long and short of it is, if they come into your space, that's when you make the first word move, and you do it as fast, quick as possible. You don't wait for them to do something, which happens 99.9% of the time. Yeah, they do it. They go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. That's what makes them so dangerous. They're going to take a rock and bash your head in with it, or you'll bash your head, or they'll bash your head off the rock. Whatever it takes to get the job done. Law enforcement officers have a similar advantage. Like soldiers deploying while responded to a call, they're doing their size up, etc., etc. You know, they're planning for it most of the time. Law enforcement officers, you know, most of the time. Of course, they would get set upon without warning too, but not often, I would say. And believe me when I say this, if a call comes over the road and there's a potential use of force situation, you can bet dollars to donuts that everyone and their mother is going to respond to that call. Bottom line, police officers will not stand by and watch a brother or sister struggle or put their life at risk and not help. You're not in a combat mindset, and you need training that takes into consideration and teaches you how to flip the switch in an instant. And that is probably what is common to those SEAL teams, etc. Like Damien said, you have to flip. You have to make the first move, basically, and you have to flip that switch instantly. You're not going to have time to ready yourself. Responding to a call gives you the time to control your adrenaline, manage your breathing, and acclimate yourself. You don't have this luxury. You will be alone, outnumbered, facing a larger and stronger threat, and any given time, the odds will not be stacked in your favour. Truth be told, cops and soldiers off duty experience the same thing you do. There you go. I'll leave a link to this article. It's an interesting read. The difference between you know, police and technical teams such as SEALs and SWAT teams, etc. Cheers.